Look, we might all hate Bullthorn for reasons, but if it wasn't for his foolproof plan of stealing that magical bracelet, we would have never gotten the Medjay. So thanks, Bullthorn. Starting tomorrow, you won't be able to just walk like an Egyptian, but fight like one too. Medjay is the second Outlander to make their way to Heathmoor, and I'm really curious to see where the next heroes will come from. If Raider's skin being related to the hero released in the same season is any indication, where do you think the next hero will hail from, and what hero will go and provoke them to join the battle? My bets are on a conquistador lawbringer making his way to Mesoamerica and inviting the Aztecs to join the party, but what do you think? I said it before in the pirate video, what excited me most about the Outlanders faction is the fashion and new styles we could see, and so far I am not disappointed. The Medjay looks awesome, and regardless of how viable he is, I will be playing him for the fashion alone. There are 6 different sets based around 2 variations with 1 more to come at a later date. Each set has an alternate version that changes various elements, such as removing forced paint patterns, letting you have more control over the material, adding or removing tattoos, markings, and ornaments, and removing bracers. The material changes are all pretty noticeable, especially when using some of the alternate sets. And honestly, Marigold is actually one of my favorite ones. The Medjay only has 1 body type, but I kinda wish choosing the lightest skin tone just burnt you like a lobster. As it has been since Black Prior, the ornaments go on the arms. Most of the ones you can buy with steel are Egyptian themed, and they're probably your best option because the others are parts of various elite, mythic, and illustrious outfits from the other factions. Also shown in the reveal stream were the new armor variations for the rest of the heroes, all tied into the Egyptian theme of the season. This means I can finally recreate this guy from my grandmother's favorite slots game, and the season pass effects can actually fit with everyone now. Unfortunately, Medjay continues the trend set since Warmonger and does not get the content from their own release season's battle pass. At least instead of repping God Dog as an effect, you can have him permanently adorned to your head. One of Anubis' big jobs was ushering souls into the afterlife, so calling it the Undertaker set makes perfect sense. The Sentinel set is based off of Horus and also makes perfect sense as he's the god of war and the sky, and Sentinel meaning to stand watch in a militaristic sense really fits here. Then there's the Magistrate set, which is either Amit but more likely Sobek. I might be missing the Magistrate connection, so if someone well versed in Egyptian mythology or someone who is better at me than Google search can please inform me in the comments below, it'd be much appreciated. The Revenant set is based on Osiris, the god of death and rebirth, so yeah, pretty spot on name. I absolutely adore the mummified chest, aside from having some parts locked to the verdigris color. It just makes mixing and matching sets that much harder and pretty much ensures that the Revenant set is a package deal. The first thing I thought of when I saw the mummy wrap chest piece was the MCU's take on Moon Knight, and if you too want to recreate him, this is the best I could do. When I showed this to my wife, she joked that every different personality has a different costume, so this is just his newest personality, Derek. So, to make Derek, you'll need the Winterwoods paint pattern, which you get at Rep 5 level 20, so basically Rep 6, the white iron material, and obviously the Revenant chest. Either the regular or alternate works here. The default is whiter and brighter, but the alternate doesn't have the extra shade of blue. Choice is yours. I just used the alternate arm piece from the Sentinel set. I think as long as it's an alternate, pretty much anything works here though. The headpiece was probably the trickiest part. The default headpiece works really well here, especially from behind, but you can't change the red on the armor, so I ended up using the Sentinel alternate helm. Khonshu is typically depicted as a falcon as well, so hey, it'll do. I purchased the Beast of Horkos outfit to use the second paint pattern on any visible armor, and of course the Crescent Moon ornament. Finally, on the chest, I created a Crescent Moon emblem. It's really simple, and you can obviously tweak it how you like, but I ended up using this shade of white for the background, the brightest white for the first layer, and the same shade as the background for the smaller circle to create that Crescent Moon effect. You could try a golden moon, but I didn't like how it looked and went back to white. So yeah, Derek Moon Knight, everybody. Medjay's emotes are pretty standard as far as emotes go. You've got your big cheer, the one where you hurt yourself, and even the one where you drop your weapon. It's still weird to me though that despite having many of the other universal emotes, him and a couple other heroes are still missing the shrug, message board, and other universal emotes, but whatever. Anyways, here's the emote spam. There's actually a couple good options. The obvious one was staff spinning and combat stance, but hanging loose also kinda looked like he was lifting weights. The one many people may have overlooked was Fight Me, because for whatever reason, you spawn a frog, meaning you can create your own mini plague of frogs by spamming the emote. I adore this. I want more frog. Can we please get a frog illustrious outfit so we may pet the frog, Yui, please? A plague of frogs unto you.
No, not the army of frogs.
It's a Pepe army. We've met them.
Oh my god. Like Pirate, Medjay also has 4 unique executions, the first 2 coming for free with the hero, with the other 2 costing 5,000 and 7,000 steel each. I think it's great to have a quick, unique kill with Guardian of Ruins, but I think Dunes of Retribution is probably my favorite. For a limited time, players can purchase the Universal Execution, A Plague Unto You for 10,000 steel, and it happens to pair really well with the effect in the limited time event pass. Finally, Medjay has 2 unique signatures, Proud Descendant and Staff Skills. But let's be honest, Sandcastle is the superior signature. Now I'm gonna do my best to sum this up short and sweet since I'll be making How to Medjay either tomorrow or Friday, so you can see more detailed numbers, combos, and punishes on that video. Medjay's big shtick is literally his big stick, a double-sided fan axe that can be used as a staff for high damage and range in teamfights, or he can break it in half for 2 axes that have faster attacks. Thankfully, despite having 2 stances, you don't need to memorize 2 whole movesets as all the buttons and combos are the same, it's just the move properties that are different. You can throw infinite alternating light or heavy attacks in either stance, but throwing 2 of the same move will end your chain. Both modes also have a left side zone, and side or forward dodge heavies that all act as chain starters. While in staff mode, you gain hyper armor on all chain attacks and your chain lights are enhanced, meaning players will need to parry you if they want to stop you. In contrast, axe mode chain lights are super quick and finisher heavies are unblockable. Both versions also have a different bash that can be accessed off a forward dodge or after any neutral or chain light. Having 2 different stances to change your playstyle on the fly doesn't extend to direct combat, but feats as well. All of Medjay's unique feats have 2 different versions of them depending on if you are in axe or staff mode. For example, in tier 1 you'll get a bonus to your attack damage or defense for the rest of your life once you kill someone in axe or staff stance respectively. Similarly, hitting someone with a bash and axe stance will lower their attack, while landing the staff stance bash will lower their defense with the tier 2. You can use second win in axe stance, or give nearby allies a few crumbs of HP in staff stance for the tier 3. Finally, in tier 4, you can choose between throwing a really strong axe and have
a for honor orgasm, my friend. It's so nice. You see this?
Or a bomb that's pretty decent at killing minions. Unfortunately, while there's no crazy combos with all these feats, I'm more than sure people will come up with crazy ganks off the staff mash, putting that defense debuff to great use.
Wait, so you're telling me you could chain that non-stop?
That's basically it. You've now met the Medjay, and starting tomorrow you can play as him. You can purchase the Medjay Hero Pack to play him 2 weeks before he's purchasable with steel and get your hands on this absolute unit. Thanks for watching, and thank you to my Patreon supporters, especially Shadow and TheRookieVA. Have a good one, and I'll see you soon on How to Medjay.